Hey guys, greetings! Welcome to another Gwent video. Today I'd like to show you a reveal Nilfgaard deck that is currently kinda popular on the ladder. Also, I personally have to say that my results with the reveal deck, even since the patch was released, is still not that good as in comparison to some other decks. So there are still better decks out there, at least for myself. Maybe you have more luck with that. Still a fun deck to play, and that's why it's currently so popular. So for a reveal Nilfgaard deck, your leader choice is normally the Morvran Voorhis, which allows you to reveal up to 3 cards from either player's hands, and these can be golden. And the deck is all around the spotters here. The spotters, whenever either player reveals a card in their hand, you are boosting the spotters by 1. If they're in the hand, if they're in the deck still, or if they're on the board. So that is pretty cool. And in the end game, so around 2 to round 3, the spotters can be going up to 15 or 20 points, somewhere in between, which is a huge amount of points you can push with the spotters. So to get those to 15 to 20 points, you need to set up the game and you need to reveal quite a lot of cards. So you're using your leader ability. With that, you're normally trying to get the golems out. So the golems are just spawning when you play your leader ability. They're then just 6 points on the board and thinning your deck. You're then trying to get the foot soldiers out with your leader ability. They are, when they are revealed, they are getting played at 4 points, and you will draw the top card from your deck. And also you want to get the fire scorpions here revealed. These are dealing to a random enemy 3 damage, and when you deploy the card, you're also dealing 3 damage. So potentially the fire scorpion is as a bronze card worth 12 points, quite a lot. Normally on average you can expect to see bronze cards at 8 points, so that is more than the average, but also you need to set that up. You need to reveal the card, and then you need to play the card, of course. Otherwise, that's not 12 points, then it's most often just 9 points. So the rest of the deck is rather simple. You are revealing lots of stuff. You have Nilfgaardian Knights here that are revealing cards. You have the Alchemists that are revealing cards. CYNTHIA is revealing cards. ALBRICH is revealing cards. Then your gold cards here, the VATTIER, the RIDEAUX is revealing cards. And the BONHART is also revealing cards. So a lot of stuff that is in the deck just to reveal more cards, get the spotter bigger, and also don't forget, the more cards are revealed, the more information you have for your opponent. So the better you can play ahead because you know what your opponent is doing. If you see his whole hand, you can make sure that your opponent is playing a specific way because you know what he's doing. So you can set up some tricks, some traps, give him the chance to play cards that are bad in his situation, but you know that they're bad because you have the answers for them, and so on and so on. That's a pretty cool deck type if you want to get a lot of information out of your opponent. To combat some of the decks on the ladder, there's also LETHO of GULET in the deck, and there's a D-bomb. So if you use a LETHO of GULET on your opponent's side, you can just you will banish 2 units on each side of the LETHO, and then this unit is getting boosted by the unit's power. And then the LETHO is, for example, 30, 35, 40 points worth it. But if you then, after that, play the D-bomb on the LETHO, that just means the LETHO is going depromoted to silver, and he's also going down to 1 point because he's losing every point he had before him. So that is a huge swing combination, but you need to be aware of that your opponent, if he's a capable player, he should see that coming. So if you are revealing your cards with the various effects, and he's seeing a D-bomb and he's seeing the LETHO, you can be sure that he knows what's coming, or also if he's only seeing the LETHO or only seeing the D-bomb. So be aware of the fact that it's also always possible that you are revealing cards in your own hand, and that is also giving your opponent information. So the more cards he's seeing, of course, then the more information he has from your hand as well. Always keep that in mind. It's not like your opponent is the only one who is not seeing anything and you are seeing everything. So both players will see a bit here and there. Normally you will see more from your opponent's hand than the vice versa, and so on. So that is more or less the deck. I will now show you a pretty risky play with the deck that I have made today in one game. So we were playing around a bit around the dragon. You will see about that in just a couple of minutes. And we tried our best with a risky play, with a risky LETHO play in the end. And was it working? Was it not working? Check it out. Here is some gameplay for you. Alright guys, for the first game we are facing Northern Realms deck who is running the RIDEAUX, which might be painful. We have one golem here. That one is definitely going back into the deck. Foot soldiers, fire scorpion, alchemist, Nilfgaardian Knight, Peter, AUCKES, CYNTHIA, and the VATTIER, so let's start here and replace the Imperial golems. We get the ALBRICH, which is cool, I guess. I'm gonna drop the spotter as well. There's another alchemist, Guardian Knight, CYNTHIA. You know what? We're dropping the. Let's drop the Nilfgaardian Knight for now. Getting another foot soldier. Yeah, that's excellent. The opponent needs to start. We'll then go into the leader, dropping the 2 foot soldiers on the board, dealing damage with the Fire Scorpion. He's obviously playing the Redanian Knight, which is at the start of his turn. He's getting boosted by 2 and gets 2 armor if there is no armor on the unit. That's a kind of a combo deck. He's running a lot of armor here in this shit. So pretty painful. Let's still go for the leader. Getting the Rollers on the board. We are dealing 3 damage on this guy, and we are also getting 2 foot soldiers on the board, and Fire Scorpion here is coming. Get a Nilfgaardian Knight. We get the Leo BONHART, and 3 damage on the Redanian Knight. These are getting boosted because there was no armor on the unit. And he's going for Yennefer, dropping the Chronex and dealing 2 damage to each human. Which means this one is losing the armor again, which kind of sucks, so we might just kill it right away with the Leo BONHART. That would be an option. We could also, of course, just log it. But do we want to log it? I don't think so. Let's just use the Leo.
I'll do as you ask.
So let's just show him the Nilfgaardian Knight. We are killing his unit. He's not getting any more value out of that. Only 16 to 7 points. And there is some weather incoming, which is fine, so we will then go for the CYNTHIA. Which has a high chance now to find something good. There's the Villain Threatened Dragon. After 3 turns, at the start of his turn, he's destroy all the highest units on the board. So that was changed. Before it was all the highest units twice, now it's only 1, but also the dragon is a bit stronger, so he's now 8 points worth it. Another Redanian Knight. Oh, you really like those, right? You really like those. I would say you will just check out a bit more what's in his hand, are we? Do we want to do that? Or are we... let's go for the ALBRICH for now. Let's draw another card. Additional card, we're getting the CANTARELLA, and opponent is getting another Redanian Knight. First knight here is now getting buffed, so that is 8 and 2. He's spawning another weather effect, another frost effect. That is dealing then 2 to the ALBRICH. Interesting that he was not picking up the CYNTHIA, he's going for the ALBRICH instead. Which is interesting indeed. Maybe because he's seeing the Fire Scorpion and he thinks we will play that. Definitely a possibility here. Okay, let's play the CANTARELLA.
I shall be your eyes, my lord.
Get a Nilfgaardian Knight. No, we are not picking this one. Let's pick another one. Get another Fire Scorpion. Okay, it might be a combination with the Alchemist. Another Redanian Knight. More power for him. And we will then just go for the Alchemist. We are picking up the Fire Scorpion here and hitting the Aretsu Adept. There was a chance that we will hit the Redanian Knight and this one is then getting boosted again. But with 5 other units on the board, it was really a slim chance. Definitely do that here. Currently 38 to 38, we have 1 card advantage. And he's currently dealing 2 damage every turn. So keep that in mind. If he is passing, we need to play another unit. Which will then most likely just be a Fire Scorpion or something like that. Going for the route of it, he is now locking and dealing 4 damage to the locked units. That's killing a lot of points. On the other hand, we could play Peter Zar and then we are buffing this one again. Could do that. What else would we do here? Fire Scorpion is not good enough, so if we play 2 Fire Scorpions, that is then 18 points. But we're also losing 4 over the run, so are we still in ahead? That is then 8, and we are still then not ahead. So we would then need to play something else. So not the best idea, to be honest. Maybe just another Alchemist for now.
If anyone asks.
And let's just pick up this card. We're seeing the Arajas Venom. You might play that now. There you go. Great that we're seeing that. It's not really helpful. And it kind of looks like that we are losing the round. But we are currently 2 cards ahead. So I don't mind too much. If we play another card, he's probably just passing. We would need to invest quite a lot here, more than 2 cards. So if he's just passing, we need to invest more than 2 cards to win the round here. We are then currently 22 points behind, and if we play, for example, an Nilfgaardian Knight, would need to play 2 more cards after that. So how about we are just passing here? The situation. So he's down to 4 cards. We had 6, have 2 cards advantage. He's winning the first round here. We are seeing his dragon. We will probably play our gold card and see the rest of the cards. So to increase the value from the spotter. There's a spotter. And the D-bomb might be useful as well. So how about we will drop one Fire Scorpion. Getting the LETHO, great. So what we are showing him will be the... Oh, he's instantly passing. So the lowest amount of points we can give him will be then just the Fire Scorpion. That will be 9. I don't want to invest a gold card right now because we need that with the dragon here. Yeah, let's just drop the Fire Scorpion. Okay. So 6 points for us, we're winning the round. We are still 1 card in advantage, but we also have then the disadvantage that we need to start the last round. And there's another spotter. So the thing is with the dragon here, that is not cool with the spotters. But we have 1 card advantage, so we might get there, depending on what we're doing. I mean, we can just play the spotters and then use the LETHO here to eat those. Should be okay. Let's just keep this one here, just to finish. We will then start with the... let's start with the Nilfgaardian Knight. He's seeing the bomb, okay. There's a Bloody Baron. This unit is in his deck at the end of his turn, plays on top, and whenever an enemy is destroyed during the round, while this unit is in your deck, boosted by 1. That's why the Bloody Baron is currently at 12 points. Normally he is a bit lower, but well. So let's just then play the VATTIER. Drop that here behind. We will show him the AUCKES and we will show him... Yeah, let's show him 1 spotter, shall we? Or shall we show him the Peter Thar? Show him the Peter Thar. Let's keep the spotters for now. So, what are we getting here? There's a dragon, there is the Sil de Tanzaville, which allows him to play a bronze special card from his hand.
Interesting.
Which is an Elder Thunder. Okay, he's hitting the Nilfgaardian Knight and he's drawing another additional card. So he's currently 5 points ahead. So this card is really our problem. So what we really would need would then be just to eat the spotters here. The thing is, he could just have a bomb or something. Then we have a problem. That is the only thing I really don't want to see. So I would say, kind of have to try that. What else can we do right now? We can play the Peter Thar here, get the Nilfgaardian Knight back again. That is an option. So Nilfgaardian Knight is now at 13 points. 25 to 18. 7 points advantage. There's a Leather Raid. Playing that early. So we have 2 unknown cards. If there is no bomb or shackles in there, we are fine. So there are 2 silver cards. How many left? There is... not another silver card in the graveyard so far. Also only played 1 gold card. So I mean, let's try it. Let's just try it. We are dropping the spotter here. Which is 70 points. He's now going for the dragon. And we have to be careful, but we are trying to play another spotter and then play the LETHO. So we will play that in the same row. That means if he has a GERALT, he's of course just killing everything. So that is painful. But we're trying. Let's try that. It's a bit risky. There's apparently no GERALT IGNI. So there's 1 unknown card. We will now use the LETHO here. We are more or less saving our points. Plus, the dragon has no target right now. This dragon is killing his own unit. So it depends on the last card here. These are feeding and we are winning.